heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody, this is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, quite a bit of things were happening. We had Deku, and we also did have Jean. Now, Jean is acting strangely, and Deku, he's surprised by it. Jean's been a bit more, well, in the best way of saying it, physical with their relationship. And right now, Deku, he's still trying to somewhat wrap his mind around this. Jean's personality flipped all of a sudden, and Deku is trying to get used to it. Now, they went to Genosha, and Deku, he met Quicksilver and a Scarlet Witch. And right now, Deku, he's also trying to understand a lot more things about this place. Now, it has been about 2 weeks since they arrived in Genosha. And right now, Deku, he's surprised by much. He's seen many things here, and he's met a lot of mutants. Along with that, Pietro and Wanda, they're interesting. Apparently they are the children of Magneto, and it's weird. Now, Deku, he has somewhat been informed by Professor Xavier to be careful around these two, because it could quite possibly be that Magneto, he sent them to spy on them. And Deku, well, he does understand that, from a tactical standpoint, he doesn't really believe it. I mean, Pietro, in the time that he's known him for a little bit, he seems like a good person. And Wanda, yeah, she's a bit strange to him, especially with her powers. Now, Deku, he is trying to be a bit more wary of them, but at the same time, he's sort of not really focusing on them. His focus is more or less still on Jean, especially because Jean today, she plans to reveal her powers to him. And Deku, he currently is somewhat working out in the little facility that they do have here in Genosha right now. And Deku, he currently is bench pressing something as Jean has come walking into the room. Deku is somewhat going to see that she's here. Him putting the weight down as he actually is going to somewhat sit up. Hey Jean, what's up? I have to show you something. What is it? Well, it's about my powers. I've noticed that they've been acting weird. Okay, hang on, give me a second. Deku is going to turn, grabbing his water, and trying to somewhat just focus on what she might say here. Now, Gina's come walking over and sit down, and she does try to at least explain her powers to Deku. She's been acting differently because of how her powers have changed. Really? Yeah, here. Her holding up her hand, and it does just go to burst into flames. And Deku does want to just stare at that. Huh. Yeah. So, I'm not too sure what to do about it. I mean, my powers, they feel unrestricted. My body just feels lighter, and I don't know. I feel like I could do anything. You do. Yes. It's incredible, Zuko. I don't know. It's just, you remember how you said the first time you could actually use your powers again, you felt incredibly good? It feels like that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could just do whatever I want. Oh, you sure? Yes. Yes, I do. I don't know, that's the simplest way to explain it. But Izuku, am I am I wrong for not being afraid of my powers? What? My powers. I used to be scared of them, but they're getting better. They're stronger and they're more dangerous, but I'm not scared of them. Is that wrong? Well, I mean, I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I'm still scared of what I can do, Gene. I can toss boulders and go toe to toe with the Juggernaut if I wanted to. And every person I've physically encountered, I can go toe to toe with the God of Thunder. And he's a god. So we're gods. No, Gene, that's the wrong. The logic, I see it, but we can't consider ourselves that way. Why not? Gene, I'm terrified of what I can do. I'm terrified of being that big and strong. I mean, I feel like my powers have increased since I've been lifting weights. And you're just saying that you're not afraid of your powers getting stronger? No. Should I be afraid? I don't know. My head just feels jumbled together. Everything I've been thinking, everything I've been doing, it feels strange to me now. I don't want to read books anymore. I don't want to try and focus on school or anything. I just want to try and use my powers. I get that, Gene, but seriously, your powers, they're what? Charles told me that our powers are a part of us, and we have to be careful with them. I mean, I I don't know how you view it, but I'm on a hair trigger, and the world's made of glass. I know that much, and fuck, Gene. Okay, I know I have a lot of issues. I have problems with my anger. I get that. I've heard enough about it before. And trying to hold myself back whenever I try to use them, it's draining sometimes. And you're talking about wanting to use your powers all the time now. Yes, I just. I don't know how to explain it to you. Your powers are something that's hard for you to control, but I have full control. Gene, I have full control of my powers. Do you? Deku looking back at her. Yes, I do, Gene. I mean, you've told me before. I have control. Now, when did this happen? It popped up months ago, but these popped up 2 weeks ago, back in the study. Right. God. How long have you been feeling this way? A few months? Okay. Okay. Listen. We can talk to Charles. Why? You know what he'll say. I know, but Gene, you're trying to come to terms with everything, I'm pretty sure. How do you know that? I don't. You're confused. You're not scared. You could be terrified, petrified of your powers. I mean, whenever I get emotionally overloaded, something else gets knocked loose in my fucking head. Another Hulk gets created. I mean, what is it? The Savage, Joe, Fix It, fucking the Hulk I usually deal with. Me and him are the same person now. And then there's fucking the Devil Hulk. Hell, there's even another Hulk in here that I don't even fucking know about. Are you serious? Yes, Gene, I'm serious. I don't know much about my powers. I don't even know how much they work. But clearly, I'm still trying to put myself back together. There's 6 different people in my head. I don't know how it is for you. Okay? But there's still just me in here. Are you sure? I'm sure, Izuku. Okay. Fine. But just know, I am worried. About me? Yes, about you. And about myself. Gene, I try to put the pieces back together every single time. I have a fucking breakdown. I try to control myself, but I can't. You know how I am. You know how I've been doing. Why are... We were talking about you, not me. Are you trying to get him to come out? Trying to get who? Hulk. You know I'm... You know what happens if I get too angry. I start to slip. Yes, you do. However, I'm wondering though, do you actually slip? What are you talking about, Gene? Do you actually slip? 'Cause from everything I've heard and seen, you seem to just need an excuse to throw a punch. Izuku, you're always angry. You might not act like it, but you are. Gene, stop. No. You want to deal with issues? You want to talk about mine, but I just came here to tell you about my powers and how I've been trying to deal with it. I get that, Gene, but be very, very careful what you say next. Why? Are you going to get mad? I'd like to see you get mad. Why? Why do you want me to be angry? I don't know. I like it. Gene, are you sure it's just you in your head? I'm pretty sure it's just me in here. Why? 'Cause you don't act like this, Gene. Maybe. Or maybe I want to act a little less by the book. With the rules. I'm feeling good, Izuku. I'm feeling amazing. I want to have control over my life. And not care what everyone else is saying. So what? I'm finally free. I'm in Genosha. No one here hates us. We could be together here. Gene, you're starting to scare me. Nothing scares you, Izuku. You can't be scared. The only thing that you're scared of is yourself. Now, Deku, he does go to watch Gene. Her gonna turn and fly away. And right now, Deku, he does just sit there. What the hell is wrong with her? What the hell is wrong with her? Deku, he does actually start to increase in size. And right now there actually is where he does go to try and bend back down onto the, well, equipment he's on. However, he does find that he's too big. Him smashing to the back of the bar as he actually is going to turn. Him going to grab it and just going to chuck it towards the wall. Now, Deku just chucked about 200 pounds directly into a concrete wall. And right now, he does go to stare back at it. The bend's starting to creak as Deku, he does go to stand back up. And right now, he's still trying to sort it through his head. Deku, he's just worried at this point. I mean, he is angry right now. But the way Jean's acting, she wants him angry? Why? And what she said there, it's it's true he has problems with this shit. But her, she's not scared, she's not terrified. She wants to be powerful, she wants to be in control. I mean, he can sort of relate there, but the way she's going about this, the way it sounds, she sounds evil, almost like a villain. No, no, that's not his gene. That being what Deku does think, as he actually does get a walk directly out of the door. Now, some people are staring at Deku, and Deku, he does have that look on his face. Right now, he looks, well, in a matter of speaking, he's thinking about something, but this thought, it turns his stomach. His expression. It's not anger or rage or fear or. He's just confused about where his thoughts lie. I mean, now, Deku, he actually was going to take this matter to Xavier. And Xavier, he is confused by it. Especially because Deku, he does go walking into the room and accidentally pulling the door off its hinges. Deku just simply going to put the door to the side and walk into the room, as a lot of people did go to turn their heads to look at him. As Magneto and Xavier were both sitting down to speak. Charles, I need to talk to you. Izuku, we are in the middle of something. It's about Jean. Izuku, calm down. What's wrong? Charles, hang on. Izuku, what has you riled up? Listen, Jean's powers evolved. They've changed into pyrokinesis, and the way she's acting, it's freaking me out. She's reacting and just, she's trying to get me angry, Charles. I don't know why. And I need something to punch. I need to do something, okay? Listen, talk to her. I don't know how to explain it. She wants to be in control. And she doesn't believe that fearing her powers is good. She's flipped. I don't know. Something's wrong with her head. Izuku, I will look into this matter, and Charles, Izuku, you need to calm down. Mr. Magneto, please do not tell me that right now. I understand. How about this? We can take you to a place in Genosha. We need to develop it for more land. And, well, if you do feel like smashing something, then you can. Just, don't send anything flying back this way. I will get Wanda. And, well, my son, Pietro, he can also help you. He can spar with you if that would help you. Now, Deku, he does agree. And right now, Magneto, he is curious. Jean Grey, a powerful telepath like Xavier. Her powers evolved? Secondary mutations. Interesting. And the way Deku talked about her. He's met the young girl, but she seemed very docile. This might be interesting. Now, Deku, Pietro, and Wanda, they do head to the location. And right now, after Wanda, she actually is going to tell Deku about what's going on. Deku, he actually is let go. Him falling into the wild jungle below, as right now he does try to work through some of his anger. And Pietro, he does see the Hulk. He watches Deku. And right now Deku, he's trying to clear his mind, as he's currently ripping apart trees and smashing straight into mountains. And then actually Deku, he actually has smashed into a mountain and going to throw his fist at it. He's angry. Left, right, left, right. Deku still punching into it, as actually he does get to grab a large piece of it. Him lifting it upwards and Doki chucking it towards the ocean. Now, Pietro does stand there with Wanda, and right now the two are hovering in the air. She is curious, and he himself wants to know. What did she say to him? He gave Deku some advice. Take the good with the good, and the bad, well, the bad's a different story. But clearly she pissed him off. So what do you think is going to happen down there? I don't know. But look at him. He's going wild. Can you blame him? I can't. But, I mean, he's a beast. Well, look at him. He said it himself once, the other day. He feels like he always has to hold back, but right now, nothing's stopping him. Right now, he's on an island, no one in his way, full of anger. Nothing to stop him. Can you blame him for letting loose like that? I can't, but they're both looking down. And the time that Deku's been smashing around his strength, the entire area, it's, well, obliterated. And right now, they can tell that Deku, he clearly does still have something to do. He's staying there panting angrily. And he does look angry still. Now, Deku, he does try to calm down. And right now, we do actually have over with Magneto and Xavier. The two went to go try and find Jean. And Magneto, yeah. Whenever he did see her, he wanted to talk to her. And right now, Xavier and Magneto, they do go to sit down with her. She clearly has something on her mind. And the two are curious. They want to see exactly where she's at mentally. And after having a bit more of a chat with her, they see what Deku was talking about. Jean, she's very... well, she only says something if she does believe that she needs to say it. And she just try to voice her opinion in a way that would actually either help you or, well, you'd understand. But right now, what she's saying, everything she's doing and the way she's going about things, it screams a bit more unhinged. Now, Magneto, though, he does see Jean. She is an unsharpened blade. She needs to have somebody to guide her, understand what she needs to do, and focus her anger and her emotions. Because then, it'll be a lot easier for her to use that blade, since it'll have an edge to it. Charles, he actually is trying to focus. The conversation doesn't seem to be going very well. And then suddenly the ground does shift. And Magneto, he does get looked directly down towards the glass of water he has in front of him, before he does go to somewhat turn to Charles and ask him if that was an earthquake. No, I don't believe so. This place has never had seismic activity like that before, has it? No, it hasn't. I must go check something. Now, Magneto, he does gotta get up and walk out of the door. Because right now, after about 2 or 3 more minutes, or about, let's just say, 30 seconds, another seismic event does happen. And right now, a lot of people, they're a lot more concerned. Because on the other side of the island, Deku is still wreaking havoc. Now, there actually is, whenever Magneto, he does come flying down towards the ground. And he does see Deku. As Deku, he's completely torn the area asunder. And there isn't really anything left for him to destroy. There are still mountains to completely smash through. There are some that he has gone through. And Magneto, he does see Deku. As Deku, he does still stand there, panting heavily, before just bringing his hands up and smashing down to the ground again. Now, Magneto, when he does go to land, he does feel the ground completely shake, and the ground underneath Deku, it does crack heavily. Before Deku, he does go to bring his hands up, and it could have smashed down again. Before Magneto does go to shout and ask him to stop. Deku turning his head. Magneto. What? You are shaking the entire island. Am I? Sorry. I guess I don't know my own strength. Then again, I haven't cut loose like this before. You haven't? No, I haven't. So, we have a private conversation. Right now. What? Sorry. May we please have a private conversation right now, Izuku? I know why you are all here. I know that you wish to check and see about Genosha. Charles may try to hide it, but he can't. You're here because of the Brotherhood of Mutants. Okay. So what? Yes, we're here. That's why we're here. I get where you're going for, Magneto. A safe haven, a safe place for us. I like the idea, I really, really do. But the more I think of it, no one is safe around me. Do you understand that? I'm always angry, Jean said it. And I always try to stay calm, but that never works. Right now, I cut loose. And you're saying I'm shaking a continent. A small one, but still. What am I supposed to do? I'm trying to calm down, but I'm finding more and more anger. More things to be angry about. Where is my uncle? I see. Cutting to the matter then. Your uncle currently is not in Genosha. And my grandfather then? Where is he? I've heard he's dead, but I don't believe that. He's a stubborn old bastard. I do not know. It was believed that your uncle, he stayed around. But your grandfather, there was an incident years back. We believe that he disappeared. We could never reestablish contact. I do want to say that he is deceased. However, there's never been a body recovered. You're not helping me at all. Izuku, I'm simply telling you the truth. The truth? You want to try and tell me the truth. Okay. Fine. Tell me the truth right now. What is the Brotherhood of Mutants up to? What are they doing, Magneto? What do they want to do? Move all the mutants out here into Genosha? Then what? Humans hate us. They fear us, Magneto. They are building robots to try and kill us. And what? Aliens exist. Magic exists. Demons and devils exist. But they're all afraid of us. You see the problem I have with that. You are a man of science, Izuku. And you cannot comprehend this subject? No, I can. Otherworldly and other dimensional entities. That's the best I can come up with. The best I can say. Demons, they are from another dimension. That is correct. However, what? I'm wrong about that somehow? Sure I am. But if that's the case, then what else? I'm sorry, okay? Trying to handle this, all of this, getting used to who I am now. I'm not cut out for any of it. I wanted to go to college, but now no one will even look at me without being scared of me. I won't be able to go to any college at all. I can learn from Iron Man. That's the next best thing. Might even be better, but who knows? I just want to stay calm without having to worry about people getting killed or injured. Magneto, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to solve this? We spent so long trying to just exist. Hulk, he spent a long time around. And the way he phrases things, the way I've learned from him, I can't be around people. I can't be around my friends without feeling like I'm going to be attacked. And I can't control this hero bullshit. If I'm not angry enough, I'll get my ass kicked by some heavy hitters. If I'm too angry, I'll lose my shit and probably kill someone. My father called me a monster. Maybe he was right. Izuku, your father was insane. Maybe so. But maybe he also had a point. Izuku, your father had nothing to his name. Your father was a man of science as you are. And your father, yes, he had done much in his life. However, now, he is simply an imitation. An imitation? Never mind. What do you mean by that? I believe that you are not ready to know that. Know what? If this is about my dad, I need to know. Izuku, calm. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't. Alright then. Now, you do actually have where Magneto he does get a turn, asking Wanda to please calm him down herself. And Wanda, she actually going to bring her hands up. And the moment she does, Deku, he does have his head wrapped up in a red glow. And right now his eyes, they do to start turning red. As right now, Deku, he does feel a sense of calm. Now, Deku, he does going to shrink back down. And right now, we do actually have over at the mansion, where Jean, or not over at the mansion, over in Genosha, where Jean, she actually has been getting a lot more things in order in her own head. And right now, she is curious. She butted heads with Charles when they were alone. The man said much, and he did much. He talked about what they could do, what they should do, and Jean didn't agree. And there actually is where Jean, she tried to attack Charles. And Charles, he saw the way she acted. All of a sudden, she just glowed with fire. Her body glowed with fire. And then she just, changed. She seemed to be possessed. Now, we do actually have over in Genosha, where right now, the Phoenix has fully manifested in Jean Grey. And Jean Grey, yeah, she's no longer in control. Now, we do actually have over with Magneto. It was around sunset when this happened, and Deku, he currently does look up into the sky. Deku, he's on his hands and knees. And right now, he's just trying to steady his breath. As Magneto, he did get a step forwards, he did see something strange when he looked up. The sun is setting directly in front of them. And then there's the ocean. But when he does go slightly turn his head, it's almost like there's a sunrise behind him. And he did get to directly turn around. Seeing as the phoenix, it is illuminating the night sky behind him. And right now, all over the world, many people are seeing this report. People off the coast of Africa and Madagascar, they were talking about this strange glow. And the entire world, the focus got shifted to that, because that is the location of Genosha, the mutant homeland. Now, a lot of things were being deployed and a lot of instruments were trying to pick up on what's going on because of a massive amount of energy being spotted in that location. And we do actually have Iron Man and the Avengers, who they're currently on the what is it, the Quinjet, I think it's called? Yeah. They're on the jet flying to Genosha. And Iron Man, he's currently on comms with somebody. Alright, listen, General. We need you to stand down. I will not stand down, Stark. We need to deploy these units there. General Ross, if you deploy hunters there, you know exactly what will happen. The mutant homeland, they consider themselves to be a legitimate government. So, exactly what do you think will happen if you attack foreign soil? Stark, they are not recognized by any organization or government as their own. Fact of the matter is, they are squatters on an island. General Ross, you may see that as that. However, do I need to remind you? You wish to attack mutants on their home turf. And right now, whatever is going on there is big enough to be picked up around the entire world. So, if you deploy units that are trying to attack, mutants will retaliate. And need I remind you of Magneto's threat? He will shift the poles and throw the world into chaos. Do I need to remind you of that? Besides, the Hulk is in Genosha. Need to remind you of that as well. The Hulk currently has not caused trouble there, and he has been in control. Need I also remind you of the fact that mutants, if they wanted to, they could overthrow everyone in the world. It does not matter who. No force is well equipped enough to detain them, let alone kill them. Not yet, Stark. However, I need to remind you of this. We have protocols against this. And how good did your protocols go last time, Mr. Ross? How good? Your Hulk, as you call him, he's currently with S.H.I.E.L.D. And right now, he's still in that cell, isn't he? For now, Stark. For now. Now then, we do actually have back in Genosha, where Deku, as he's sitting down, he does get to feel this strange control wash off of him. Him going to look up. Before getting back onto his feet, as Magneto, he does get to grab Deku, grabbing him by his arm and ask him exactly what the hell is that? What is what? What is that? That was not here before. No mutant has that ability. Now, Deku, he does stare up. The flames. Jean. She's in trouble. Now, the Scarlet Witch will go to bring her hand up. And Deku, he does suddenly feel like he can't move, as he's pulled upwards into the air, and right now they are pulled, well, they're sent flying back over into Genosha, since there is a lot of trouble currently about to happen. And we do actually have Jean. Jean right now, she doesn't feel like she's in control. Jean, she thought that she had a handle on this power. She reached out to it. The strange feeling she had. And now, it's completely enveloping her. And Jean, yeah, things don't look too good here. And right now, the entire world, their focus has been put directly on Genosha. Because whatever is about to happen there could very well change the course of history. Or even be something that is seen as, well, the start or the end of something. Now then, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.